गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषाद्वै। Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started the contemplation on the 17th chapter, the manner of destruction of the mind. So, what has been done here is first topic was Bhas Samvad. We have seen in details Bhas Vilas Samvad. Bhas and Vilas were the great friends, and they have the same sons. Their names also they kept as a Bhas and Vilas. And this, after the demise of Bhas Vilas as a parents, this Bhas Vilas, who were the sons of the original Bhas Vilas, they have did the contemplation and did the scriptural study, and they have come to the conclusion that the world is nothing but the consciousness. It is only manifested consciousness which is moving around, and so in the world we cannot really get the happiness. Happiness is only available or can be vouched for when we drop the world from our mind. जगत को अपने मन में से निकाल दिया तभी पूरा आनंद आ सकता है. That's what Bhas and Vilas, when they contacted each other after doing the meditation separately, they understood this. And Bhas has given the elaborations for almost 6 shloka. He has told that he, unless you contemplate, the liberation is far, far, far story. Unless you contemplate, you try to know the truth. Till then, it is very difficult to know. So basically, dissolved mind is that mind which is free from desires, no burdens of desire. कोई भी desire उसके mind में है ही नहीं. So till then, we suffer in the world, and we suffer unnecessarily because we take this world as real. And in this world, everything is surprise. If everything is surprise in this world, then why can't you remain happy? Let us not involve unnecessary and make a mess of our mind. Unnecessary अपन कोई भी चीज में अपन चले जाते हैं और फिर अपने माइंड का मेस हो जाता है. So let the mind be as peace. मन अपना पीस में रहना चाहिए. And we have to carry out all the activities of world. Do remain as a simple and disciplined person, and do not get affected by all the rubbish of this world. Come to know that you are divine nature. You are the divine nature, and that's what has been told in the first topic, that is Bhasa Vilas Samvad. Today we are starting another topic which is a very important and good topic, that is San Sakti, close attachment. अपनी attachment कहाँ close रहती है? That's what now been tried to be told by Vasishtha Rishi to the answer to the Rama's question. So what Rama is asking? Rama is asking a question now. श्रीराम उवाच कीदृशो भगवन् संगो नृनं बन्धाय कीदृशं कीदृशो वापि मोक्षाय कथं चैषं विचिकित्सते. Here Revert says, hey Vasishtha Rishi, of what nature is an attachment? What is this attachment? And what sort is it that causes the bondage of man? What it causes the bondage of man? And of what sort is it that causes liberation? और liberation कैसे होता है? And how is this cured? और ये मिलता कैसे? How it is all been done? So that has been कीदृशो भगवान संगो. हे भगवान, हे रेवट से, of what nature is attachment? संग किस चीज का है? नृणम बंधाय कीदृशम. And what sort is that it causes the bondage of man? कीदृशो वापि मोक्षाय. मोक्ष किसको कहते हैं भैया, ये भी बता दो. कथम चैष्य विचिकित्सते से. And how this is cured? जो हमको ये अटैचमेंट हुआ है, ये क्योर कैसा होगा? So वशिष्ठ उवाच now. देहदेही विभागे कपि परित्यागने भावना देहे मात्रे तु विश्वासा Sango bandharya uchyate. You are thinking that you are a body. That itself is a bondage. By the sole repudiation of the division between the body and the embodied soul on account of the superimposition, the faith or reliance that I am the mere body, मैं सिर्फ एक बॉडी हूँ, is called as the attachment which deserves the bondage. ऐसा attachment है वो bondage deserve करता है, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं. जैसे जैसे अपना देहासक्ति बढ़ते जाएगी वैसा वैसा बॉन्डेज बढ़ते जाएगा. We are attached to this body, so our bondage is also according to that. We are never thinking about the embodied, that is the soul. We never think about that. So what is we are doing? Only doing a bhavana that I am the body. There is nothing like an embodied. This is firmly rooted, and this is our story. अपनी स्टोरी बता रही है माय फ्रेंड्स. दिस इज बिकॉज सच अटैचमेंट लीड्स टू द बॉन्डेज. ऐसा अटैचमेंट से बॉन्डेज हो जाता है. अनलेस वी सेपरेट बॉडी फ्रॉम द एम्बॉडीड, we'll keep on blaming the world for our problems. If your body attached, we have Deha Sakti. The moment we have Deha Sakti, we'll see the world from our different from us, and then we'll keep on complaining this world. This person is bad, that person is bad, that thing is bad, that situation is bad, that we relied on that people, he had cheated us. So all this because we are considering ourselves body. We never considered ourselves as a soul. So further Vasishtha Rishi is now explaining Atmeva Kalividam Sarva Kim Gruyai Tajami Kim Itasanga Sthiti Vidi Jivan Muktama Muttitam. All this is indeed the self only. तो ऐसे सोचता है कि everything is self. What do I take and what do I give up? मैं अभी छोड़ू क्या और लू क्या? He says he cannot do it because everything is self. No such state of non-attachment as the lofty nature of the liberated while living. जो जीवन मुक्त है, जीवन मुक्तत्व मुक्तिते. The person who is liberated while living, how he stays? Everything is self. So how can I be outside from that self? So he has no shok and moha. Sense of otherness is zero and sense of incompleteness is also zero. So what is this? I will go on holding on to it and everything is me alone. He is not at all wanting to give everything. I will not do anything is also wrong, nor I will do everything is also a wrong thing. In the both way, he is absolutely free. So there is very nice saying, Yoga Rotova, Bhoga Rotova, Sangavina, Sangavinam, Bhaja Govindam, Budhavate. So he is fixed in an absolute, living in the relative world and a fixed in absolute. That has been told here. So fourth shloka number 4. Nabhinandati naishkarmya na karma svanurudate susamoya swa swapalatyagi so sansakta iti smritam. One who does not rejoice in inactivity nor is bound to actions, who is thoroughly even in his outlook, who gives up the desire also, the fruits of action, he is regarded as unattached. He is unattached. He is not bothered whether he is doing inactivity or he is not bothered whether he is doing activity till his mind is fixed in absolute. His mind is fixed in absolute, so he has nothing to worry about. Shloka number 15. Asanga sangena sarvacha cheshta nana vrijumbita Vikiti Sthita Bhavendyatya Shreyam Sampadayanti Cha. By non-attachment, all actions manifested in various forms being cured of their binding influence and produce good. So, moment you start thinking that you are fixed in absolute, you are non-attached, all actions manifested in various ways, that acts as a cueing, that acts as a medicine of their binding influence. Binding influence निकल जाता है and they produce a good. So, but those who rejoice in the self, who illuminates and fully satisfied in the same, for them there is no duty. The person who is abiding in self has no obligation, but that does not mean that he is sitting ideal like monkey or a donkey. No, he may or he may not work. Susumna, he is absolutely equanimous. He has nothing to say towards the activity or not activity. He is not expectation of recognition. Phalatyagi, he has no desire of phal. So he is not bothered about that. In short, wherever we are attached, whenever we are attached, we regret, we guilt, frustration, arrogance of success, helping someone, all this comes. If you are not attached, none of them will bother you. Then none of them will bother you. So it will be always you will be At peace, cheerful, blissful, happy, contented, tranquil, and over and above relaxed and cool. That will be your state. So next shloka. Bhutani yat ananta anantyan anantani tarangani tarangavat utapyadyo padam liyante tata sanskriti vijrumbite. Infinite number of beings repeatedly spring up and vanish as waves on the sea, and such a thing is displayed on account of close attachment. If you are closely attached to the sea and see a lot of waves around there, which comes and goes, which comes and goes, so you're so attached to those waves, you feel thousands of waves have come and thousands of waves have gone, and then in that chaos you are attached. संस्कृति द्विविधो प्रोक्ता वंदा वंदा च राघव वंदा सर्वत्र मूढ़ानां वंदो तत्त्वविदां निजा. Attachment is of two types. Now the attachment is been told. Attachment is of two types. Raghava, the banner, that is useless and commendable. अटैचमेंट में भी दो प्रकार बताए गए. एक अटैचमेंट जो बैरन है यानी वंध्य, वंदा सर्वत्र मूढ़ानी, यानी इट इज ऑफ नो यूज. That attachment is going to create the only illusion, and second is commendable. So these are the two types of attachment. So when we talk about the attachment, now let us define as attachment. What is that? आसक्ति. आसक्ति है जो क्या है, वो जा सकती. So one is आसक्ति, second is कर्तृत्व आसक्ति, third is अकर्तृत्व आसक्ति, fourth is फलासक्ति, कर्म फलासक्ति. There are four types. What is first? आसक्ति is कर्मासक्ति. I have to do the work. मुझे काम ये करना ही है. There come the core people who are always excited, they're always hyper. They want to do something or the other, running here and there. That is the asakti, karma sakti. Second is kartutva asakti. I can do this and others cannot do it. मेरे को ही आता है, दूसरे किसी को नहीं आता. I'll only teach how to do this. मैं ही सबको सिखाऊंगा how that is to be done. That is kartutva asakti. So there is no one better than me in this. That is kartutva asakti. Third is akartutva asakti. I don't want to do anything. Why? No, just like that. I don't want to do anything. And is it something wrong with you? No, nothing is wrong, but I don't want to do. This is akartutva asakti. That is third. And fourth is karma phala asakti. I must get the result of my efforts. If I don't get this, it is all wastage. That is karma asakti. So, but he who is free from this four attachment is perfectly unattached in this world. So these four things are to be free, then only he is perfectly unattached. So there are two types of asakti. One is which is barren, that is vandya, of no use, useless. Second is commendable. Shloka number 18. Atma tattva babodena hina dehadi vastuja bhuyam samsara sattarya drushta vandeti kathate. Bereft of the knowledge of the true nature of the self and caused by the object like the body, that firm and very great attachment to worldly life is declared as barren. ये बंदे क्या है? The person who is attached fully to this world, like what? Mother, father, brother, sister, in-laws, outlaws, and what are the relations? All upadhis is attached, and is feeling that all these upadhis are correct. You want to interact with upadhi, you want to love this upadhi, you want to fight with upadhi. If such a person is there, then it is called as barren. This is of no use. This attachment only creates the problem in the life. So that has been said here. And next is Atma Tattva Sattva Bhuta Vivekaja Mandahi Katyate Sakti Bhuyam Sansara Varjita. That attachment is indeed declared as commendable, which is born out of the discrimination between the truth and the world. That is reality and the world made up of five elements on account of the knowledge of true nature of the self. He is destitute of the course of worldly life. Again. So he remains in the world and the world is not troubling him. So then it is really commendable. But whereas if he is getting disturbed and he feels this world is real and is suffering, so then there is a big problem with him. So that has been told here. So by practice of unattachment, all the things which are done becomes curing factor. So karma is not important. Are you attached to that karma or not attached? That is very important. So this acts as a curing effect if you take this everything as the divinity, and it acts as a curing effect, and it acts as a cleansing agent, purifying of the mind, and it leads to shreya, that is fulfillment of life. Praise temporary satisfaction. Such a person is qualified for spiritualization because he is working on the mind. वो अपने मन पे काम कर रहा है. The person who can digest this, work on it, and then he knows, come to know that attachment is an illusion. He come to know that there is attachment is illusion. So don't have to do anything. You have to relax. Then you have to be engaged in worldly activities. Simply do the activity without having any effect on your mind. So next shloka is Brahmadya Lokapalasya Vanda Sakti Yuta Smrita. Brahma, the creator and other and the guardian of the world, are regarded as endowed with attachment, which is commendable because they are constructing or rather they are building. When this is achieved, you are always at peace. If there is something to do it. If there is nothing to do, relax. So but what happens is, no. Even if you don't have to do, you will not keep quiet. Keep on doing something, maybe gardening, maybe plowing fields, maybe some preparing some dishes in the kitchen, and then you suffer. You suffer unnecessarily because you have been told to relax and you are not relaxing. So why can't you relax? For relaxation also you require some support. No, friends, you are not supposed to do that. So the type of attachment is already told, that is barren, useless, or sterile. These, when they are attaching you to the world, that makes you suffer, or commendable, then worth of respect, is worthy of respect. If you are attached to the world, so what will happen is, then it is barren. But if you are not attached to the world, so what happens is, then it is only divinity, and when it is divinity, so you don't suffer. When it is divinity, you don't suffer because you know it is a truth which has been manifesting and uh, getting attached to my own self being, and that is all. So that has been told here. And these who are fools of the highest order, they get attached to the banda. Banda means, like if you are going into the Rajasthan and you see the Mirage water and you're feeling thirsty, you start walking towards it. The water starts also moving ahead, and then you come to know, oh, this is Mirage water. I cannot take that in the glass and take a sip and sip of water. Actually, this is an illusion. So again, he comes back to the same point, sees the water from that point, but he has now samajdari. He has got the understanding that that is not a water. If you have to drink water, he has to go to some potable water. You cannot take it from the mirage water. So similarly in the world also, this world is only a long dream. There is no point if you try to curse the world, nothing happens. Try to help the world, nothing happens. Try to comment on the world, nothing happens. It only creates ripples on your mind. वो तुम्हारे mind में ripples create करता है, and then it makes your mind miserable, and from there it makes your body also miserable. So the wise people are also attached, but they are attached to the self, and they are not attached to the worldly things or beings. They are the Samajdar people, they have the Samajdari. So, the last shloka of today's discussion is, no, I think few more are there. Sarvada sarva samstena sarvena satishtata sarva karma ratenapi mana karma vijanata na saktam iyam cheshta suna chinta suna vastushu. So what is that? The mind ought to be made unattached to actions here, to thoughts and to the object as well as to the intelligent one, even though engaged in all actions, situated in all ways, at all the times, and living with everybody. So, mind, if it's living with everybody, all actions are going on, all the things have been noted, everything is happening in the world, but it is not getting affected. So, if you are happy in spite of whatever is happening around you, then you are working on the spiritual path. जो कोई आजू बाजू सब चीजें हो रही, but then you are not unhappy because of that. Don't become serious while doing spiritual practice. Never relax. You go to any organization, it is a real spiritual practice is what moj mein raho. Otherwise, what happens is any organization you visit, it is a mini samsar. You start fighting with each other and then you suffer. It is not your fault or anybody's fault. It is the system is like designed like this. So, however, when we take it for granted that it is only the divinity, so you never suffer. Very Sanskrit word is there, Dvitiyam Dve Bhayet Bhavati. Moment you think about the two, the fear start arising. So no desire can influence us. When we have accepted this gracefully and gratefully, then only we are happy. Kevalam chiti vishramya tichit chetavalamvati sarvatra nirasamiva tishtatvatma rasammana. Shloka number 22, chapter number 17. Reposing in pure consciousness alone, even though resorting to cognized object to a certain extent. Let the mind abide in the delight of the self as if it were testless everywhere. पूरा जगत क्या था, टेस्टलेस था, कुछ मजा ही नहीं आ रहा था, सब ऐसी बकवास ही था. तो वो टेस्टलेस हो गया तो क्या हो जाएगा, देन नेचुरली योर माइंड विल गो टू द प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस, विल नॉट बी इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस. श्लोका नंबर 23. तत्रस्थो विगत असंगो जीवो जीवत्वमागता व्यवहारम इमं सर्वम न करोति करोति वा. Abiding there in the pure consciousness, free from attachment, the individual soul or individualized consciousness has arrived to the state devote of the individuality. Or devote of individuality in such a matter, let it do or not do all these words or actions, it is of no consequences. वो काम करता है कि नहीं करता, इमम सर्वन करोति करोति वा. अगर वो कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा है, बहुत कुछ कर रहा है, तो भी उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बिकॉज it is an individualistic soul, individualistic consciousness is playing there. अथवा तमपि त्वक्त्वा चेतांश शांति शांत चिदगनम जीवम तिष्ठन्तु शांतो ज्वलन मनीरीवात्मनि. Or else, having abandoned even that part consisting of the pursued world object, remaining as a tranquil or full consciousness, let the individual soul or individual consciousness stay thoroughly calm or satisfied in the self as the shining jewel. So what has to be done is Atavatam avitakto chetansta shanta chit ganam. So whether you remain in a, like we have seen the last story, like Pariga and Surugu, both the kings. Parig went to the forest because there was nothing to eat in his kingdom. So he was called as a leaf eater. Parnava he was. And whereas Surugu was very much in the life. Surugu was ruling the world. Surugu was ruling his empire and still keeping the absolute consciousness. So what has been said here also is absolute consciousness has to be kept as it is, whether you are in a solitude, whether you are in the world, whether you are a grihastha, whether you are a brahmachari, whether you are a sannyasta, or whether you are a vanaprastha, any ashram you are there. If you want to be happy, so what has to be done? If you want to be happy, what is that? It is only an absolute consciousness, even though there is an individualistic consciousness. That individualistic consciousness shall be considered as a infinite consciousness. Stay thoroughly calm in the self. उसमें शांत रहना है, कोई कमेंट नहीं करना है. So higher the goal of life, lower things starts dropping automatically. So what shall be the goal of life? Wrong attachment has to be dropped and right attachment has to be cultivated. Simplest goal is be happy. So equanimity is the highest achievement in human form. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Paramatma is not specific, not extraordinary, rather ordinary and give up and rather giving up even all speciality. Samanya satta, undifferentiated substratum. This is that is only the essential nature. It is only the samanya satta, undifferentiated substance, that is the essential nature. We are neither sannyasi nor grihastha, neither man nor woman, neither mischievous person nor happy person. We are just in Jagruti, we are there. In Swapna, we are there. In Sushupti, we are there. In Samadhi, we are there. All the four stages, we are there. We are very much there. So be happy, be contented, be blissful, be tranquil, be cheerful, and be relaxed and cool every time. Wise people are present with everybody and everyone, every moment. But moment they have gone to good, complete, no lingering thoughts, person, pieces, or anything. Learn to remain in utter presence. Learn to remain in utter presence that is there. So the last shloka is Esheva Rama Samshukti Sthiti Abhyasa Yogata Praudasati Turiyeti Kathita Twatva Kovide. Rama, this is exactly the state of profound repose. When it is fully developed or perfected, as a result of practice, it is described as a Turiya state, that is a fourth state of consciousness, transcending waking, dream, and deep sleep. So that is called as Turiya, that is called as the Samadhi state. By people learned in the truth principle, the person who is firmly rooted in the truth principle. And what is the truth principle? Whether it is a Rama Leela or a Krishna Leela, you are always happy. What do you mean by that? Whether it is the Rama's place going on or place going on. That means whether it is Hari Ichha, that means not coming as per our wish, or Harikrupa. We have to remain quiet and cool because we know for certain there that we are present in all the state. So play your role given to you without spoiling mind. Let us not have any bitterness, any bad feeling, any hatred towards anyone. And what is a simple technique for that? Love everyone, but don't trust the people because people may take you for a ride. Love them as a human beings or a god. Mind should be absolutely cool. Nothing can be justify that mind is bad or disturbed. No disturbance of any kind. Though everything is happening, we are witnessing that, but you stand apart. How you do that? Like you play the games with kids. If you are playing the carom board with the kids, what is the aim of that kids? To win the match. What is your aim? Just to pass time. Just pass the time with that kid. If you are playing or you playing some games which is a throwing ball. So that kid wants to win every time, but whereas what you are just entertaining him. So your job is only to entertain, even in the world also. Just entertain the people as if you are entertaining the kids. So nothing can disturb you here, and nothing will disturb you anywhere. And that's what has been said. Although living in the world, but not attached to the worldly things. Since you are in a blissful state, your interaction with the world will be what? It cannot be never miserable. You cannot shout, you cannot condemn, you cannot be unhappy with the world. You have to be always happy. You may find faults with people, but be away. What are the four types of people told? One is that senior to you, respect and reverence. Of equal age, friendliness, of younger forgiveness, and all of the people who are indifferent or people which choose you remain indifferent to them. So the wise people don't react, they only interact. Otherwise, people only keep on reacting, they never interact. It's only react, and then they suffer in the life. So that is what has been told. And the second topic, that is Sansakti, that is a close attachment. Let us quickly review that. There are four types of attachment. One is Asakti, second is Kartutva Asakti, the Akartutva Asakti, and Karma Asakti. Asakti is that I don't have to do this work. Kartutva Asakti, I can only do this work. Akartutva Asakti, I am not interested to do this work. Phala Asakti, I want the result of this. If you drop all these four, then you are happy because you know everything has been done by divinity. You don't have any role to play, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Then there are two types of attachment. One is barren and second is commendable. Barren means useless, sterlite. That if you are really getting attached to this world, that is Panchamahabhuta people and Upadhis, then it is a barren, it is of no use. Whereas you are attached to this God, then it is worthy of respect. It is, can be, definitely can be respected and commendable. So that is what has been told. And what is the finally thing like? Wise people don't react, they only interact, and their interaction is always happy, blissful, cheerful, contented, and over and above, relaxed and cool. With this, be happy. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu, submitting the fruits to the divine fruits of the holy fruits of Sri Ramachandra.